This is disgusting. I can't watch anymore. Are they still doing it?
Yeah.
Batman, at least put your leg down. Hey, what's up, y'all? And we are back with another action figure review. Today we're looking at the latest edition from Mafex's Hush line. We're looking at the Huntress. And I will say right off the bat, there are a couple things that I like about this figure, but there are equally as much things that I don't like about her. And we're going to get into all of that. So let's take a closer look. Going over her height right quick, it looks like she is at 6 inches. Looks like she's a little over 6 inches, less than 6 1/4 though. So she's got some decent height to her. She looks tall, actually. I won't bore you with any details or anything about her background. If you're here, you probably know who this character is, or you like my channel, and it's probably not that you like my channel. I don't like my channel. So yeah, but interesting thing for me is that looking her up online, I think she originally was supposed to be like Batman and Catwoman's like daughter or something like that, and then I think she became her own thing. So that's cool. This figure right here has a lot of shelf appeal. I'm looking at her like this, man. She looks really cool, looking really good from the side right there. Super dynamic. I'm loving the wired cape, which runs all the way around. It does stop at a certain point, which is just before it gets to this little moon crescent thing. I do like the fact that it's gold and the gold earrings right there kind of breaks up the scope, and her face looks really good. That's a beautiful face right there. Blue for the eyes. Damn, she looked good. She kind of reminds me of the sculpt they did for Psylocke. It's a pretty nice wear. I do think that her legs are kind of long. Maybe that's accurate to the way she looks. Maybe her legs could have been a little bit thicker. But looking at her compared to like the comic art and stuff like that, I mean, I guess that kind of looks accurate. She didn't really look like she was a bodacious type of chick. So one thing I do want to point out is the paint job on this figure is not as good as I would like it to be. So maybe you can see that right there just at the shoulder. Like some of the black work is done really sloppy. Some of the purple is done sloppy too. Like definitely could have been a little bit better. That white could have been a little bit better right there for the line around her torso. Not really sure what material her shorts were in the comic. I mean, I would imagine they go for like spandex or something, but the sculpt work for this doesn't really give me that type of vibe. It looks baggy. I wish there was a wash or something on the character too. Knee pads, like all this stuff right here could have used a wash, especially for the price. And like looking at, not getting into her articulation right quick, but just looking at her knees, I thought that was kind of odd. Yeah, wash would have definitely went a long way for that. She does have a little bit of a flex at the end where her bang is, so that's cool. That works out. Her hands fall off really easy. Sculpt work for her hair is looking really good. I really like the way they did that, but it's hard plastic. I don't know why they did that. The cape looks really good from the back. Taking a look under it. Same amount of detail, a little bit of gold touch right there for that, so I like that. That's okay. You can see the logo right there. Her bum looks okay. This other thing, I'm not sure if this is accurate or not, but this whole strap going across the upper part of her torso, I mean, I guess that would be connected like that. So that is a thing. I don't know if that'll, you know, make or break your decisions or not. I mean, I'm neutral on it. I do appreciate the fact she does have a thigh swivel though. I was kind of worried about that when I saw the promotional pictures, so that's pretty cool. But the thigh swivel is actually kind of loose on this one side. I think her feet are kind of big too. Also, if you're trying to swap out the head, it's super tough trying to get that head on and off that pig, so be careful with that. Also, I don't believe that this cape is removable, so be mindful about that. So she can look left and right. She does not look up at all, pretty much. She gets a little bit more range when you swap the head, but because of the sculpt work on that hair, like, it's still going to be hindered, basically. She does get a little bit of side-to-side motion. Joint at the neck as well. That's using both of those joints, so she gets pretty good attitude. I do like that. That's not too bad. It's pretty stiff, too. Like, that's about it, looking down. I feel like maybe that can go down a little bit further than that. But as far as the arms, she's got pretty decent movement, but she can't get her arms all the way out. I'm unable to do it with mine. So that looks like about as much as you're going to get right there. Of course, you get your forward rotation. You do have a bicep swivel right there. Those elbows could be a little bit better. She does have a side-to-side rotation. That looks pretty good. I like that. Rotation at the top, and you get a rotation at the bottom, and she goes forward using both joints. A pretty good amount. That's fair. I'll take that. It's not too bad. She does go back an okay amount. I'll take that. She does have a drop down motion. Let me see if I can lower that so I can show you her leg range. So she does kick up a pretty decent amount. Got double joints for the knees. Pretty good ankles. Get those going down about that much. So I'll take that. It does go up about that much, and you do have a rocker, which isn't bad. You also have a toe hinge. All right, so I was actually able to get her legs up a little bit further, and as far as the split, she can go out. That's pretty good. Pretty good. For your accessories, honestly, I'm a little disappointed with what she comes with. She does have a decent spread of hands, though. Fist hands, grip hands, relax hands, so that's pretty good. I do like that. A couple different styled adapters for your Mafex stand that she comes with. I'm not really sure why they did that. She doesn't necessarily need it. You have this rod right here for the stand. Then you have this piece of plastic. I guess it's supposed to be a staff or something. This looks really cheap. Really cheap. Like, I got a whole bag of dum-dums over here. I can make this myself. So yeah, not really any detail on it. No paint, no nothing. Her other face looks pretty good, though. I do like that. Got the little grimace right there. She looks really good. Nice sculpt work. Paint decent. Hair is sculpted to give you a little bit more range when it comes to the articulation, but it doesn't really afford much more, so that's unfortunate. Quick size comparisons, then I get y'all out of here. We have the Rebotech Harley Quinn right there, the Mafex Batman, and we have the Marvel Legends Spider-Man. And lastly, here we have our next to one of my favorite McFarlane Batmans and your DC Catwoman. I'd like to see Mafex tackle this version of Catwoman. I don't think they could do it as good as this, though. Your Koto Bukiya Zero Model Kit. Final thoughts on the Mafex Huntress. I think overall she's a good looking figure, and I am having some fun with this figure, but they did drop the ball a little bit with her accessories. Like, she could have came with a crossbow, she could have came with knives, she definitely could have came with something else. That staff effect is like whack. Even with how long her legs is and the fact her feet are kind of big, like, I think the worst thing about this figure is probably going to be her head range. Like, the companies, man, they really got to figure out how to give us softer hair. So if you're asking if I recommend this figure, no, honestly, I can't really recommend this figure. Way too expensive for what they offer. Probably Link Japan waited just one more day to charge me for this figure, man. I might have canceled this figure. But that's my video, y'all. You like the video, hit the thumbs up. If not, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.